somebody that writes better. So in a way, you don't have to worry about hitting either. You're not going to
Exactly.
That is the logic of
clarity,
that's what
humanity.
Kubrick said, like, oh, I can make better films than this. That's a great, like, I can make better music than this. That's what lots of the greats do. But better than that.
Here's an
not
example.
do as bad as
this song, John Hartford wrote this song. And John Hartford wrote it, he set his pen down and he wrote it all the way from top to bottom, but not in this order. He just wrote thoughts. He just wrote them all out, and then he cut them into strips, cut the lines into strips, and arranged them. And this is the song that he came up with, and you're all going to go, I know that song. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and these stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. For hours you're just gentle on. Oh, the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us. And some other woman crying to her mother cause she turned and I was gone. I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face. The summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on.
Wow, that's lovely.
Breaks a bunch of rules, right?
Breaks all the rules. There's no chorus. Very little of it rhymes. The last line every time rhymes. There's no bridge. There's no instrumental. There's no. It's just a stream of consciousness.
I was writing down the list while you were playing.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful images.
That is beautiful.
And they're somewhat ambiguous, you know. I mean,
Poetry has to be somewhat ambiguous.
it's I don't know. It's just a magic piece of work that was just a thought cut into strips of paper and arranged.
Yeah.
Man, thank y'all.
And they gave it to Glenn Campbell.
Yeah. See, this is not. I'm a capo addict, so this is always the test, you know.
Yeah, it is.
This is a test of your
Intonation,
intonation and fretwork, but it's not. Well, the constant wind across the sand, it can whittle down the toughest man. And the cold sneaks underneath the door till you don't think you can take no more. And that summer sun gets hot as hell. It'll dry up all your wishing wells. So you build your dream and you wait around for that next blue northern to tear it down. And you can't change Ghetto County. Now you can stay or you can go, but you can't change Ghetto County. You see, the same old wind will always blow. Oh, my dad said, son, I'm gonna tell you right now. He said, you don't have to follow this same old plow. He said, There's a big old world across the county line, and you can come home anytime you change your mind. But you can't change Ghetto County. He said you can stay, boy, or you can go, but you can't change Ghetto County. He said the same old wind will always blow. He said you can't change Ghetto County, boy. He said you can stay or you can go, but you can't change Ghetto County. He said the constant wind across the sand. He said I deal with it the best I can. What you can't change, you get used to, until they throw that cattle dirt on you.
Sweet.
One more. It needs
Okay,
to
twist
be-
arms. Twist arms. Come on. That's right.
This one needs to be played on this guitar in this room.
I didn't listen to you before. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life listening to you.
Oh, Albert, that's so nice.
I was passing by a pawn shop over in the older part of town. Something caught my eye and I stopped and I turned around and I went inside and there I spied in the middle of it all this beat up old guitar hanging on the wall. What do you want for that piece of junk? I asked the old man. He just smiled. He took it down and he put it in my hand. And he said, "You tell me what it's worth, son. You're the one that wants it." He said, "Tune it up and play us a song and let's just see what haunts it." So I hit a couple of chords in my old country way of strumming, and then my fingers turned to lightning, man. I never saw it coming. It was like I always knew it, but I don't know where I learned it. It was a dream come true, so I just reared back and burned it. I lost all track of time. There was nothing I couldn't pick. Up and down the neck, man, I never missed one lick. It was like the guitar played itself, and there was nothing I could do. It was getting kinda hard to tell just who was playing who. And when I finally finished, I was almost out of breath. My hands were shaking and my old shirt was soaking wet. And that old man jumped up and grinned and he said, "Where in the hell you been?" He said, "I've been waiting all these years for you to stumble in." And then he grabbed an old beat up case and he said, "Go on, man, pack it up." He said, "You don't owe me nothing." But when he said good luck, there was something spooky in his voice and a strange look on his face. And when I closed the lid, I saw my name was on that case.
Oh.